Hey, what is up, guys? I'm Yalek, and I apologize that I have not gotten to this somewhat earlier in the day, but I've had just a whole lot going on. And, well, I know everybody has a whole lot going on, but, whatever. Sometimes, but only sometimes, Boom Beach gets to take a back seat. Now, we're going to make a little time for it this afternoon, so it's all good. Now, if you want something to make you happy, that is just a joyous sight to behold. We're at the end of the op. I saved up to be at the end of the op so I could do a double dip. Not the most spectacular hit I've ever done, but that doesn't matter because I'll have another one coming up later and we'll try to make up for it. I mean, not a horrible fail either, but just, not spectacular. Meh. Kind of meh. So we've got a full boost going on right now, and I figured I might as well have some fun with it. So I've not done anything so far today, and we've got all the GBE in the world, so why don't we start out by doing a run through Dr. T. And with this much GBE, actually, it should be awesome. Should be a fun time. I did hop on this morning just to get my supply chest. I like to keep that for the early morning so that I can get up first thing and run through it, and then you have all day to do the events. So I did that on all of my accounts. And the other thing, so I've got them all like synced up time-wise so that they come, the supply chest comes at the same time. Ooh, that one just didn't get down at all. So I did that, and the other Boom Beach related thing that I have done today, I can neither confirm nor deny that I have endless reserves. I always forget the in-game alerts. Actually, I don't think I can do it on my tablet. I can do it on my phone. I don't think I can do it on the tablet, which is one of the reasons that you can see my notifications, but whatever. Anyway, I can neither confirm nor deny because I'm pretty sure Supercell would not be happy to hear this, but I might or might not have endless reserves on 2 different accounts now. Now the thing is, and this is why Supercell wouldn't love this, I'm only paying for 1. Well, that's going to be a problem. Tell you what, why don't we go down here? And we'll group up there, and then we'll walk. I'm only paying for 1, and I also can not confirm or deny that I was paying a subscription for extra builders, and it seems that it has found a way, I guess I should say, to be on another account, and it's amazing how it did this. I'm not going to say anything more about it, not that anyone from Supercell is ever going to see this, and who would really care, but blah, we're going to get some girls back there, but that's no matter. So the extra builders and the endless reserves, and I'm paying no more for it, and yet somehow I'm getting the benefit on more than 1 account. I'm not going to tell you how to do it, like I said, but if you're here, then I know you have the internet, and I'm pretty sure you know how to use Google. You're going to want to avoid anything that you find directly in the Supercell forums because obviously the Supercell forums are company related, and they're not going to want, they'll suppress that information. So you won't find much of value there, but there is information out there. Look it up. The only thing I will say for sure is, unfortunately, I probably have the endless reserves now, the phantom endless reserves, let's call that, on the account that I did not want, my mini account. I have my mid-level account, Boom Raider, and I just started a new account the other day, which is level 9 now, I think, and that's Bomber. You'll see him eventually too. Um, so I still have the ER on this account, which is obviously my main. And now I have it on my level 9 bomber account as well. Strange how that happens. Just before it turns. Good. Good, good, good. I'm liking where this is going. He said just before he died. Alright. Now we're going to get a little bit closer in there because we're going to be extra cautious here and get those out a tiny bit early because the rocket had turned. So that's a very cool thing, and I had just seen somebody talking about it in the chat in my task force, and I'm thinking to myself, nah, that's got to be like urban legend, boom beach myth kind of thing. There's no way. That's just too good to be true. And it turns out it's not. Hypothetically speaking, that is. All of this is hypothetical. Now, I had a fun idea, which I think I'm going to try here. We definitely have a shock back here behind. We've got a bunch of stuff going on ahead. But here's what we're going to do with that. This is an idea I have seen in, again, these task force operations. I'm here to learn. And I've seen a couple people use this, and sometimes it works out, and sometimes it doesn't. But it's always fun to try new things, so that's what we're going to do. Now, like I said, we look at that layout. We have a shock behind for sure. Obviously, we need to clear mines so that we can stand. But what if we had a shield up front? I'm not very good with the bullet shield yet, so we're not going to try that trick. But maybe another kind of shield. Yeah. Didn't check ranges. Brilliant. Brilliant. Well, we'll see how it goes. Alright. Don't know exactly where we're going to be walking, but don't like those things being there, so we'll remove those. And we're going to go... it looks range-wise like we can start pretty safely down here. Oh, didn't need 6 posts, but whatever. And we're off. And we're moving. And we're peaking. Need her alive. Definitely need her alive. So, gotta get those down. Shield idea is going to be a problem here. And we're going to need to flare them. And we're going to go like this. And where was the hack? She went behind. Alright. So, we made it. Did not achieve what we were trying to do. I wanted to hack over here, but these towers are a little too low level. The barrage that I had done behind had damaged a tower behind, so that ended up being the target of the hack. That's a good trick, though. And also, the rocket that I had damaged on the way... the rocket that I had damaged on the way was already pretty badly damaged, so it wouldn't have lasted as a shield for very long. Okay, now this might be in the range where we can try something like that and pull it off, because these are a little bit higher. You do have to be careful with that trick, though, because, again, the girls will go for the most damaged thing in the area. And so if you throw a barrage, for example, you're going to damage a bunch of things, and you might not have accounted for all of them, which, I mean, I'm not going to name any names, but I know somebody who just did that. Alright, so this looks like a pretty easy couple of shocks. Don't even need to hit that. So a shock behind, a shock over here. We could go back to brick for this, but we don't have to. So why not have some fun with it? We'll go back to brick. It's not going to serve me any, it's not going to do me any real good here in this situation. So, to use the Everspark trick, it is potentially of high value use in ops where, you get bases where there's a masterpiece boosting, and you'll have, building health damage or amplified by 1,000 times, 1,500 times, or it can be more than that even. I've seen at least 15 something on Forlorn Hope. So when you get buildings that have that much health, time to focus. When you have buildings that have that much health, and there's just zero chance that you're ever going to be able to BART them down, using them as a shield can be spectacular. Alright, we're pulling in nice and tight there. We like it. One run around the outside, but not a problem. Not a problem. That can be spectacular. So, let's say you're up near a core, and there are rocket launchers all around you, and they have, almost 100,000 health, or 300,000 health. Throw one extra just to be on the safe side. If you could do a couple of hacks while your girls go to work, just pre-damage the towers to make sure that they are the most damaged thing in the area, that trick can look really, really cool. And after this, I know this is cheating, kind of, doing Dr. T with all this just stuff, GBE stuff. What are we looking at for health here? Need a place to stand anyway. Really gonna have to do a shock in this area of the world. What's the health on these things? What if these tend to have high health? So that's 17,000. What if we damage that? BART these. Shock back here. And try to use this as a shield while everything around it goes to town. Yeah. Let's get weird with it. Just really want to put this to use. Although that 17,000 is going to be somewhat less after I get done with it. Meaning after I use the artillery to mark it. So we're looking at about 15,000. So maybe we'll mark two things there. What's the health on that? That's also pretty good. That's 13,000, 13,000. I'm thinking those two. Hack the one, hack the other as the attack goes on. And we're going to have to BART back here just a little bit. But we'll try to keep the BART from hitting these guys. This could go very, very wrong, by the way. And I'm trying not to cheat too much. Why don't we do first this, then that. I'm trying not to cheat, quote-unquote cheat, too much here. Ooh. That was more damage than I thought. Well, okay, don't have to worry about the shock launcher anymore. That's something. Normally I definitely wouldn't use quite as much GBE, but, well, whatever. If you have it, use it. We'll do that. We might be able to clear out much of this area. Full boost days are now an event for me since I have switched over to a full offensive loadout, and we do not have any freedom on the beach, so we're going to have to do one of these. and I'm not spectacular with them, which is why I'm concentrating. Ooh, flamethrowers. Love it. Love it. Started way too far back. So this should be interesting. It always is. It always is. Yeah, full boost days now that I have all of this. I've got like nobody left. This is going to be hilariously bad. Oh, that's going to go. And we'll flare the HQ, and let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Yep. That was terrible. Like when you get the ridiculous hard bases on your map. That landing was abysmal. When you get the ridiculously hard bases on your map, you know, like 6 ice and shields and all that crap, full boost days can be a lot of fun, because then you can actually make a run at those guys where you might not have been able to in the first place, or normally. So your map clear, and you can clear your map, which I never used to be able to do. It's only something I've been able to do very recently. We'll see if we can get that landing to be slightly better. That was just atrocious. I mean, that never used to be something I could even do. A full boost was, or a full map clear was impossible, because if you're, I mean, either you'd have to have a very lucky draw of player bases, or more likely, you're going to end up with somebody left over. And we don't need that too much, because we've got to throw a shock back there anyway. So this is looking to me like, oh, that was a terrible shot. So we've got to throw a shock back there anyway. Should be fine on that. And it looks like 3 shocks at the moment. And again, we had all that beach to work with, so start way back on this one. Already bad. Alright, we gotta move. So, never mind all that. We're gonna throw some extra smokes out front. Still didn't get everybody in there. Nail the mine. Gonna get creamed here. Well, this is just spectacular. There is actually a chance, though, and we're gonna try to take it. Get me out of this stage. Didn't get a boat down. Didn't start back far enough. Whew. It is a good thing I'm boosting, though. Without that extra damage, man. That was bad. That was really bad. Get me out of that stage. And that really shouldn't have been that hard a stage. This, on the other hand. Now, but this, let's see. So let's say, in theory, we bring Bullitt, a couple of shocks, throw some critters out in that area. So that should take care of any rocket launchers. We're gonna need to shock probably on the shocks. So that just means we need to get to about in here. So let's get Bullitt. Still having some trouble figuring out exactly the range on Bullitt's taunt. But I think, looking at this, that it's a fairly short walk, actually. Just about everything from here to here should be cleared. Definitely that. Will possibly not that. So we might throw some critters off over here too. So critters, shock, and clear mines. Path should be fun though. And we do need a place to stand. And I would love not to find any sneaky mines on the path this time, so let's be extra careful about that. That guy, for example. That guy, for example. Now, I still want a tiny bit more standing room. Don't need it, but want it. Just cause. That should be fine. Do I think I can try to avoid those mines? We're not going to do anything tricky with the landing here. We're just going to try to pull up over there. Not our best day so far. Gotta say that. Now, got that going. Gonna get that going because we're probably going to need it. So we said what? Critters, shock. And we've got lots of room for that left, so that's good. Throw more critters. That ended up being better than stage 6. Not clean, mind you, but still better than stage 6. The crystal, pretty good. Alright, the noticeable shortage of rocket launchers on that base made my life a lot easier there. Now, I have a bunch of guys on my map I have wanted to destroy for days, so let's take a look at some of these guys. And I mean, I was down to like no gold a couple days ago because I had a few fails. This guy, I got so close to destroying. Didn't quite get there. What did I say here? Hooka Bullitt 3 on that MG and boost. Hooka Bullitt 3, why that MG? Actually, if I can get a little higher... Oh, that MG, that's why. Yeah, to get out of the range of that grappler. And that means we don't actually have to worry about that. And might want to throw a shock on that. Yeah. Check for some mines. Do have that one where pathing is probably going to be up about this way, so I don't think that's going to be an issue. So we're going to have to kill this. And we're going to have to kill some of these mines. Any sneaky mines back there? No. I think we're good. And just need to remember on my smoking up at the HQ. Gonna clear that out. Just need to remember that the smoking pattern is going to be a little bit different here. Which way are we going to be going? Clear that side. Just for giggle. Hopefully, yeah, don't need that. Okay. Bullet was about to get taken. And hence the extra smoke. Might clip that. Yep, and that was Bullet. That could end up being helpful though. And what did we say? Shock. Throw some critters in there, get that going out. Medkit, and we're down. That is Last Samurai. Is that what he's trying to? Last Samurai. I'm assuming that's a pun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ice, 2 of them boosted, so effectively 7 ice, and a crystal. God, these tri-boosts are amazing. The Power Stone Champs tri-boost is, as soon as that comes up on your map, you gotta go for that. You gotta go for that. That's third crystal today. Here we have a Hooka Bullitt style base again. We're gonna have shock anyway, and we're gonna shock over there anyway. Not really gonna worry about that. That's all gonna be taunted. The blaster might come into play, so we'll try to throw some critters out. And we didn't even check the ice on this dude. See a lot of purples back there, so might be good. Maybe just a couple. We're going to kill that one too. Other than that, I think we're good. Yeah, you gotta watch out with the grappler near the shoreline because Bullitt is out there for a second and grapplers are quick. And under the 2 smokes, which you want the 2 smokes, save you the GBE later, but it should have been a tiny bit further or inward, I suppose. So we'll move them in there. We're gonna get 2 of those going out. We're gonna flare the HQ. We're gonna go 1, 2, and I think that looks pretty nice. Get the med kit going. Reactivate that. We've got 1 shock, we've got 2 shocks. Boy, we've got a lot of energy left. And that is the fun thing about a full boost. And Family Zoldyck. Family Zoldyck goes down. That's a very interesting name. Didn't even look at it earlier. Where was the ice? Well, maybe it didn't have any. Family Zoldyck. So, I mean, I've played with task force members who were family, but I don't think I've ever seen that before, where this is a straight up warrior base. Yeah, so we're going to switch over to that, and we're going to kill Kairos. I've never seen it. I'm assuming that means that the whole family can play on that account, and it's some max level account. They almost all are up here. So, yeah, is that what that means? I don't know. That would be interesting. Anyway, I don't think I would particularly like that. Nobody is taking my Boom Beach. Of course. We'll come back to you. We'll leave a note for later, though. I know other people don't do this. I like to. Just makes my life a little easier down the line, where I've already, scouted out the base, figured out a plan, and then I don't have to think through the whole thing again. I just have to find sort of my, landmarks from the plan that I wrote for myself. Do it on pretty much all of my accounts. Oh, this is a fun base. That is a lot of mines out front. So, did we scout this guy? HB8 flamethrower. So, we like here, full boost, because I knew I was going to be boosting anyway today, and we've got 4 ice right out front, plus the shield, which is only a 1, so that's good. Alright, this shouldn't be too bad at all. So I'm not even reading that name, I'm just calling him Jay. Sorry, Jay. And we're going to do that. We got to do that. Now, want the flamethrower gone. While we're taking out the flamethrower, why aren't we hitting the cannon as well? Best practices. I don't care about... I mean, I obviously don't care about the cannon. Not the point. The point is... I mean, that cannon could be dead too. Don't even need to smoke the landing. That's always a cool thing. And probably don't even need to smoke till about there. Jeez. That's giving away a lot of ground. Pull them up in there, because we're starting to wander. That is giving up a lot of turf there. I don't know if I would do that, but as a matter of fact, I know I don't do that. Not that my base is anything to brag about, because it is definitely not. So, that could be a problem with the sneaky shock mine. Where are my shocks here? Critters because of the blaster that is behind the core. Let's see what we do here. Let's get the med kit out. Can we get Bullitt? Yes, that is important. Okay, so that should go down. Bullitt was getting hit by, I think, the shock blaster there, and that was keeping him from doing his taunt, which is not helping to keep my girls alive. So, okay. Alright, let's say probably one more, because we can't go on all day like this. But you see that, I mean, when I go off the screen, I am going just crazy on some people. Actually, oh, he's got no ice. That's not even fair. We'll stick to the Hooka Bullitt. Or W's boost. That's a fun read. That means there's no shield. Weird. Where'd I call? 7 MG. So 7 for me would be here, using my method where maybe you can use either the bottom of the screen, or some people will use this edge of the core parallel to the shoreline as 6 o'clock. I use the bottom of the screen as 6 o'clock. If you do differently, then I apologize for the difference in terminology. So we can shock this, which is the thing. Why did he... I actually think I'm going to go with that MG, maybe right in that spot. I might kill the MG because that'll give the girls a place to stand. He's got the shock and the grappler right next to each other. He's got to know that I'm going to want to shock them together. I'm not quite sure. I'm going to check for the sneaky mines because... Shock mine. There's something to remember. Because those are always a nasty surprise. Oh, I forgot to put the music on. Not that it really matters. I don't know that you can hear it. It's just something to sort of relieve the dry sound of my voice. Break it up. Bullitt will be over there. He should be out of range of that grappler. I hope and pray. Well, I hope I don't pray. Still with the sneaky shock mines. Great. Didn't find that one, so that's never good. Alright, Flare HQ, we need to go shock because... Oh, I had more time than I thought. But that should go down very quickly. Because there is no shield. That's such a weird layout. Has ice, as you can see, one of them boosted right there. Has a grappler, which usually is to try to stop the warrior bullet attacks or these Hooka bullet attacks, but no shield. So, I mean, you see a warrior base with no shield. I can account for a grappler. Why? I don't get it. Anyway, this has been a half hour long, and I'm going to keep going, but I'm not going to subject you to it. So, that was some boosted fun. That was Dr. T boosted, which was actually really bad. 6 and 7 are a tutorial on how not to do your Dr. T today. 6 in particular. But let's not go over all that again. Anyway, I'm Alec. Give me a thumbs up, give me a like. Hopefully I can pump out a couple more videos in the next few days, but I have just been crazy busy. So, hope you guys are doing well. Have a good day.